Hey guys, Josh with Skid Pro here. Today we're going to take a look at our industrial tree shear attachment. Tree shear designs vary significantly across the industry. Some have dual cutting blades, others have a grapple to hold the tree while cutting, and still others have an extended pole for added reach. While some of these designs may look cool and even functional, they add cost, complexity, and points of failure that in the end don't make cutting down a tree any more efficient. We genuinely believe that our simple, quality-built tree shear is the best design in the industry, hitting that perfect sweet spot of price to performance that's tough to beat for most customers. This handy tool is excellent at clearing paths on hunting properties, keeping fence rows clean, pasture reclamation, and just overall quick and easy removal of invasive or unwanted trees from 4 to 12 inches in diameter. Well, when we start evaluating, we often look at the build and the frame. This unit weighs in at an impressive weight of over 750 pounds. It's one of those attachments that a video and picture just don't do it justice. This thing is a monster in person. Our backer plate and tree guard utilize quarter wall 3-inch tube steel frame. The guard also doubles as a push bar for added functionality and safety when cutting down leaning trees. While much of the competition uses less expensive wire mesh as a brush guard, Skid Pro opted for 5/16 steel wrap for added strength and durability, while still maintaining excellent operator visibility from the cab. All of the steel used on the rotating cutting head is at minimum 5/8 inches thick and heavily gusseted. Next, we'll take a look at the blade. We feel it's an area that sets Skid Pro apart from the rest of the pack is both the blade and the jaw design. It's where both durability and real-world function take center stage. Our AR400 high-tensile steel blade is extra wide for added strength, durability, and cutting-edge longevity. On both top and bottom, we have a 3/4 inch splitter wedge that gives added strength and durability to the blade. This splitter wedge also delivers a faster, cleaner cut that helps push the tree to the right, giving added consistency and safety during operation. The oversized blade pivots on a massive 3-inch hardened steel pin. This pin, along with all other pivot pins on the shear, is greasable for added longevity and smooth operation. The extra large 14-inch jaw opening allows the operator to easily position the shear quickly onto the tree for even better productivity. The stationary jaws utilize a unique bolt-on jaw design. The double 1-inch thick plate steel are serrated with teeth to aggressively grab and hold and keep that tree from moving while the blade applies the pressure to cut through the tree. These plates are locked to the fixed jaw with 1-inch grade A bolts to ensure perfect alignment and yield greater strength. The additional genius behind the bolt-on jaws is they can be replaced down the road if ever needed. Another important design feature to note on the shear is the pass-through design. The spacing of the stationary jaw allows for the blade to completely pass through the cutting area. That guarantees a nice clean cut even after years of use and some potential wear on the blade itself. This is often a complaint we hear on dual shear blades. Not only are they very expensive, when the blades wear, they no longer make a clean cut. Our shear design still gives nearly flush ground cutting, delivering a clean finish while clearing large tracts of land and not having to come in and grind every stump, which is both cost and time prohibitive. Next, we're going to move to the heart of the power of the shear. That's that giant 5-inch industrial cylinder. 5 inches, 2.5-inch rod, 12-inch stroke. It's a beast. The cylinder is secured to both the blade and the frame by 2 greasable 1.5-inch pins made of 1045 hardened steel. The cylinder boasts over 30 tons of shearing force at 3,000 psi. The cylinder is a great balance of power while still maintaining fast cycle times. The industrial cylinder gives the shear a 12-inch diameter hardwood capacity rating, but because the jaw opening is larger, it can handle bigger softwood trees. Next, let's talk rotation. 90-degree head rotation allows for vertical cutting, and that's standard on both manual and hydraulic models. This function aids in cutting logs into firewood, or cutting down timber into more manageable bites, and even pruning large limbs up to 10 feet in the air. At the heart of the rotating head is a massive 4-inch pin enclosed in a 6-inch housing. The 4-inch pin runs over a foot from the tree shear head all the way to the backer plate, welded throughout. The 4-inch pin is made of 1045 hardened steel, and it allows the tree shear to maintain a rigid platform in both vertical and horizontal positions. The jaw to body interface is arguably the most critical juncture of any on the entire shear, and it's hard to relay how stout this connection point is. This pin diameter leaves the competition in the dust, and while it costs more than a smaller connection point, it will deliver the longevity you need. The rotation on the hydraulic model is performed by a 2.5-inch cylinder. It's activated from a button in your cab, simply relaying 12 volts to a valve block and the solenoid. If your machine doesn't have machine-specific controls, we have a simple toggle button setup that's easy to install and use. A 1/4-inch steel shield protects the valve block, hose fitting, and solenoid during operation. A small Skid Pro add-on, but can pay huge dividends in uptime protection. The manual version has an angled foothold and a welded handle to help aid in the transition. We have a pin lock for both versions for added security. Unless budget is an overwhelming concern, I highly recommend the hydraulic rotation. It just makes the work so much more enjoyable and a breeze to go from vertical and horizontal and back in seconds without leaving the cab. It's a convenience that is hard to put a price on. The Skid Pro Tree Shear is packed full of power and productivity at an affordable price. Don't be fooled by expensive options and add-ons that aren't necessarily better. Instead, stick with a tried and tested design that will last you for years. To learn more about the Tree Shear, give a product guru a call, 877-378-4642, or visit us online at skidpro.com.